Algorithm. Algorithm.
How does it feel to get that response from the crowd?
Yeah,
They go crazy.
it's. I think it's the best feeling in the world. I think that's why I do music, to be honest. But being on the other side, being the reason why people go nuts, is like the best feeling in the world.
I think y'all could be the next generation, the next wave of just mainstream, taking beatbox to the mainstream, and it's only a matter of time before it pops off, I think. Guys, we are checking out KBA. Handsome young man. Oh, would you look at that? He's here in the chat with us. I'm Scandinavian. Filter coffee is our culture. You know what it is, man? I think I filter coffee. Oh, that's that shit you put in. Yeah. Cool. Super relevant information. Me and KBA bonding over coffee. Yeah. Go support the original video. And go support KBA. Go support KBA's coffee addiction. Go support my coffee addiction. Look, man. There are other reactors on YouTube that provide analysis. You know, got the Maddox, got the Brez, got the Inky, you know these guys, handsome, right? Of course, I'm gonna say it. You know these guys, do good analytical videos. Not here. You're not getting that here, bro. But what you are getting here is this is the most entertaining one you'll ever see. This is the most entertaining reaction to KBO you'll ever see. Because it's me and KBA. The caffeine fiends. Me and KBA are now. Me and him will do a tag team called the Caffeine Fiends. And here's KBA's YouTube channel. Show him some love. Subscribe, man. Okay, come on, guys. Give him some love. Or you want to hop on Discord? Do this together. You want to do that? You could? Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go, man. Guys, this was not planned at all. This just happened. It just happened. So I went live today. We're Sunday, the 24th, and this man, this celebrity, hopped into my stream and said, "Hey, what's up? I'm a fellow caffeine addict." I said, "Damn. We should be who made it up? I think you did or I did.
Yeah.
We should be known
the
as
caffeines.
The caffeines. So from now on, we are the duo known as the caffeines, right? So if you guys don't know who this man is on my screen, you should be ashamed because this is KBA. Give yourself a little introduction, man.
Well, as you heard, I'm KBA. I like caffeine, and when I don't drink caffeine, I make music with my mouth, and what I do is I try to make it sound as far away from mouth music as possible, because that's what I find interesting, and then sometimes I perform, and that's what you're about to see.
Yo, so actually, since I got you here about this is a podcast now.
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah.
How did you get started on the producer? Because I'm guessing the segue is just interest in beatbox, then loop, then producer, right? So how's the journey for you? What does it look like?
Yeah, so I started out doing like beatboxing for a cappella bands and a cappella groups when I was like a kid, when I was in high school and stuff. And then I saw this is like an OG from my country called Thorson, who did looping with like beatboxing and stuff, and I was like, this is cool. I can do that. That looks easy. Then I got a loop, and it wasn't easy at all. And then I was like, well, now I've bought it. I have to keep going. And so then I got into the looping stuff, and I did quite well with that. Then I started getting really interested in using more gear. And then Swiss Beatbox made the producer category, which kind of fits into everything I want to do, because I'm a big, especially drum and bass fan myself. And I kind of felt like this was kind of combining my old interests with my new interests. And it just felt really natural to move into this category. And so then I made a wild card. Yeah, go on.
Which no, I'm gonna let you finish on that thought in a little bit. But which drum and bass like groups or what were you like interested in?
Just
like
sure.
To name, because you named Thorson. I know Thorson from early GBB. Well, early. I don't know. It's like 2005. What is it, bro?
Yeah,
15-ish, 16. He has some. It's been a while since I watched him, but he was a very unique looper with a distinct style. Super
stylish. Just he does his own thing. It just sounds amazing, and he's so clean. In terms of, I'll pull up my playlist of. I can see like because I'm on Apple Music and they gave me like these are your top artists,
Yeah,
and I have Noisia as my number one.
bro.
Come on, Crooked. Yeah, Noisia are so good.
Both goated.
Yeah.
Focus.
And Mephius, who now collabs with Come on, Crooked a lot. Then I have. Do you know of Enai?
I don't know that. No, I don't know that.
He does like he's kind of like more minimal style but super heavy. I actually went to see one of his sets last month and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
If you have, that's iTunes you have, right?
Yeah, correct.
Hit me up with that playlist if you can, because I like listening to like more
Sure.
like DMB type of stuff usually when I'm working. You know what I mean? It's just it's
yeah,
good
yeah.
for getting in the flow state.
Absolutely, it's my workout playlist. It's my running playlist.
You could do it for anything really.
Yeah.
Those names you mentioned, Noisia. This is actually funny because coincidentally, I don't know if you know Eshbloom.
Yeah, I do.
So Netherlands beatbox, a friend of mine.
Right.
I was in his live stream yesterday, and we were just listening to Noisia, but we were listening to the classics. So like, I think it was Split the Atom, like
Split the Atom, the old album.
Yeah, and then the Machine Gun. I don't know if you know this one, Machine Gun, 16-bit. It is.
Yeah,
like
some Don made a remix of it that is on that I listen to occasionally.
Yeah.
So those are good ones. I think my favorite Noisia album would have to be the one from 16. The one with I think it's Anomaly. Yeah, Anomaly and Tentacles.
Yeah.
Those
so 2016, you
bangers.
say.
Yeah. But I actually only discovered it recently, and I was kind of annoyed with myself for not having realized how long they've been around for. But I guess it's also like my age, right?
So wait, when did you? So you recently discovered Noisia as a whole, the group.
I think I've known them for a while. I started properly listening to drum and bass when I was 20, so like 2-3 years ago.
Also, like 2023 now.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And since then, I think also like the more I've listened to drum and bass, the heavier I want it, and that's why I've naturally just geared towards Noisia.
Yeah, and then neurofunk, and then it just goes down the drain.
Yeah. And then it's just good luck. Yeah, from there on, it's just that's how it is.
Yeah, but sometimes you want that really hard.
Right. Yeah.
Whoa, relax. Hey, chat. Relax. Hey,
Hold up.
chill, chat. Hey,
we're talking about music.
Music, chat. Okay, dime. Chill, chat. Okay, so then you made a wild card for what is it? For GBB or?
Yeah.
Is it the 2021 one?
The one that you saw. The one that you reacted to Indicator with was the one I was
you mean
talking about.
so we're talking producer now. Okay. We're talking specifically producer. And the loop station, so that's basically what I think it is for like producer since it's so new. But it's only since 2023, right?
Right. Yeah.
A lot of producers, so the loop station category or that part of their, career, quote unquote, is an in-between step or a stepping stone towards being a producer or entering that category. So my question to you is, have you I know you've been to GBB23, you did an elimination as a loop station artist. Like, are there any accolades or perhaps battles you entered nationally or internationally as a loop artist?
Yeah, so I was the Dutch champion back when I lived in the Netherlands.
Oh shit!
Which was well, that was a long time ago now. But that was just on a wing. I just asked them like, "Hey, I'm Danish. I live here. Can I part?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And then I won, and they were like, "Wait, hold on. What do we do now?"
Yeah. So this is that type of situation. Like, yeah, sure. What harm can it do until you end up winning it? So
yeah, and then it was not expect. I was super new to looping back then. I think I was like 6-7 months into looping. Didn't expect anything. I just pulled up. And then, okay, cool.
So you are a Danish beatboxer. Chat, guys, watching this is Danish beatboxer, living in the Netherlands for a while.
Yeah.
Decided to join the national, championship of looping and wins it.
Yep.
As a non-Dutch resident.
Dutch resident, not.
Or you're Dutch resident, not citizen. Resident, not citizen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just literally came there, marked your territory, asserted pure dominance,
and dipped.
and went back. It's like, nah, peace out. Peace out.
Yeah. But yeah, I won the Danish one. I actually have
Yeah.
a plaque right here. I have this one, which I'm quite proud of. This was last year, December, and I'm
Yeah.
happy with this one. So yeah, I am champion at some point of two countries,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Probably shouldn't be a thing, but here we are.
Yeah, there's that's the thing with like the beatbox. How do you say this? Beatbox community. There isn't a damn. How do you say this? There isn't like a big organization who has certain rules set out for all these things. You know, so
Yeah,
when this
so
when
it's-
this happens, it's very interesting when you think about it.
Yeah, because it's very nationally based, right? It's like each country has their own deals on who can participate and who cannot participate. I think there's some kind of like common consensus that you have to have lived in a country for at least 6 months. So it's not like you're, for example, let's say you're an exchange student. You wouldn't be able to participate if you're just there for 6 months. But I grew up there in the Netherlands from when I was like 13, and then I moved back to Denmark when I was 19, 20. So there was like actual genuine reason for me to go.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of, when the pandemic hit, I was like, well, kind of want to be back in my own country.
No, I get that. I get that. So after the loop, so that's the loop story, right? The segment. Then it's the wild card, the producer part
Yeah.
of it. So how did that manifest? You know, you heard about the category, I suppose, and then
Yeah. So I've had pretty close collaboration with Swiss Beatbox over a period of time because, well, basically they had a bunch of loopers who, they basically talked to get some community feedback on like what's wanted, like how do we go about all of this. And in that sense, I was part of the team who helped Swiss Beatbox decide what the producer category would look like,
Oh.
because they knew I was kind of in this like segment of people that really enjoyed the electronic aspect. That was like me. You saw Saijo was there, and like Inky, Christoph, like Beardy Man as well. You probably know of, like all of these guys. We just kind of gave our input to see what this category could look like, and then they basically already had the judges, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try and see how it goes.
thank you for that backstory. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
will appreciate that. So for me personally, right, if I'm being honest, right, it's very new, and I think for a lot of people too. The producer category is a category I know the least of, or like I know the least about. Like I know the solo battling is what I understand the most personally.
Right. Yeah.
The loop I get too, of course, because I've kind of been a part of just as a spectator seeing it develop over the years, from the
Yeah.
early days, and then Pancakes like hopping in the scene doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
kind of
he's so good.
changing the game, and everybody just like, oh, we gotta try what he's. And then you have like this unique raw artists like a MB14, for example.
Yeah.
Right. And then just seeing it gradually become what it is today, with becoming in a way a segue towards the producer category. And here I heard the wild cards.
Yeah.
There's that big video I did with Indicator, right? Which was
Yeah.
we just winged it. So the people watching who don't know what we're talking about, there's on the Anthony Ray Reacts channel. There's a
Check it out.
video. It's an hour long, and I think we did the top 5, except for Oxygenics. We did that one separately.
Who had to drop out for
Yeah.
some reason.
So it was the
think
top
it was-
5 of the contenders of the
Yeah.
GBB23, right? And we dissected it. Not really. We were just, I was in shock of the level that it's gotten at, because I'd never heard the producer quality of what was possible. So I didn't really know what to expect. I already knew the high levels it was at with just looping in general, but then hearing. To be honest, I still don't fully understand everything that happens. I'm like, what's going on here? This is crazy.
Don't worry, I don't either.
Okay, cool. All right, that's actually hearing that come from a producer puts me at
Yeah.
ease. Nice.
Yeah, I think what I love about it is the fact that you just give people freedom. Like, as long
Yeah.
as they're with their voice, they
Yeah.
can do what they want. And that
Yeah.
means you can get all of these like crazy ideas, and it becomes more about just the show and the music rather than oh well, he used this effect and this guy used that effect, which makes that guy better. And I really enjoy the fact that it becomes more of like a festival ordeal rather than just the competition.
That's a good point. Because also the way they approach the producer category, and they do this with other categories too that are like the big crews. I think it's not a battle, because it's you can in a sense, but you can't really counter. For example, like in a solo battle with with a whole producer setup, can you? Or like with the crew, for example, it's kind of hard to do a counter on somebody or just to improvise on the spot. I'm guessing it's like the production is so meticulous and complex. Right?
Yeah, it would be near impossible to improvise a counter on the spot, because imagine, we're talking about noise. Imagine having to hear a noise around, and then you have to quickly sound design a noise around right before, like it doesn't work, right?
Yeah,
so
and you
kind of lose that battle element.
And you got a bunch of presets, right? Like presets and everything.
Yeah.
You can you can
right.
like explain as much as you want, because I know like very little about this, how y'all run it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, I can do. I mean, for me personally, you saw the wild card where I used a lot more machines. In the video we're about to see, I pretty much exclusively am using like a DAW, like a digital audio workstation, which we're also allowed to use, provided that it's with your voice. And yeah, so this is like a big process of like you basically go in 100% prepped, right, with everything you have. And I mean, you of course have some ideas of where people will react and stuff. So there's that kind of element of like how does the crowd gauge the response? Like, do I have to change anything on the go? But most of the time, like I would say 90% of everything I do is set. So.
Okay. So I have another question. This is my own curiosity. This is a more broader question, right?
Sure.
What is the goal with everything? For as an artist, as a creator, content creator, perhaps, whatever it is that you're setting yourself out on this path. What is the goal?
I think the goal eventually would be to kind of be the hybrid in between the DJ and the beatboxer, where I'd be able to do like full 1 hour sets like a DJ, but there would be aspects in there which are live, like vocal live elements. Essentially kind of like trying to distinguish myself from all the other DJs on the market, kind of give myself that own space in there to be like unique, but still be as like have the quality of a DJ, but have the uniqueness of a beatboxer, I would say.
So we have Beardy Man, we have Tom Thumb. Like these guys are, for example, in the beatbox scene, they are considered as that's the top of the hybrids, I would say. Yeah. In their own style, but I think in mainstream, we don't have that yet. If we're talking like music industry, Western music industry, if we're talking to the level of the ones we mentioned before, Camo and Noisia or I don't know, Netsky or all these OGs, for example, we don't have that yet, or like a Avicii or something. So it'd be very interesting, and I hope it happens, of course, right?
I hope so too. It's a big goal, right? But it would be lovely, and I think I can do it. It's of course it's so much work, but I believe in myself.
Yeah, I think it's a balance as well of being able to create just bangers of songs, right? Because that's what it is. Basically, you make a hit, you make one enormous hit that just hits like it's like gold dust. You feel it into your speed,
right?
Something like that, or well, I don't know. Think about Split the Atom is also great. These are just some banger songs, and if you're able to pull one of those off while showcasing the vocal input, the beatbox vocal input, I think that'd be extremely interesting. Kind of similar to what Tarastanen has done lately with solo beatboxing.
He's killing it.
Yeah, absolutely smashing it, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, guys, cool. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this now. So this is, as we said in the beginning, this just happened, spontaneous, right? But I think that's cool. KBA said it too. It just, if we just run it on the spot, why not? I asked him, yo, you want to hop on Discord? He said, yeah, let's do it. So now we're here. So I do want to say, check out the original video by Swiss Beatbox. That will be in the description.
Yes.
KBA, I tag him in the title. right? And I'll tag it. I'll put his details in the description as well. So go show him love, subscribe, because that's what it's about. We should just grow as a community, right? I don't want to only just me profit off of this stuff. Not like go check out the original artists and stuff. By the way, if there's any other beatboxer, producer, loop station artist, whatever, who wants to like do something like this with me, just hit me up. Just send me a message on Instagram or whatever, or hop in my live stream, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down to do that. No, sure, I'll make it happen. We about to run it right now. I'm gonna have a ton of questions. I'm gonna let you take control of the play pause thing, and then I'll just pause it in between.
All right,
cool.
I guess I will just play.
Yeah, man, let's get it.
All right.
Continuing on, we're gonna keep things moving. Our next producer, represented from Denmark.
デンマークから続いてのプロデューサーを迎えます。
And the Netherlands.
If you
Wait.
know looping, if you know producing, you know the next man coming to the stage. An absolute unit representing for that Cone Gang. Make some noise for KBA.
Hold up. The what? The Kong Gang?
The Cone. Yeah. So that was an old group of ours. Where basically on Discord we would all have our picture as like ourselves with a cone. Like,
The
so it'd just be
Cone
cones.
Gang. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd all be cones, but that actually died out right before this because we rebranded to something else. And then I was like, Scott, you almost got it, but yeah, no, I appreciate the effort and fair plays for him for remembering.
Damn,
But yeah,
I had no idea. That's some insider information right there.
yeah, no, it's not huge at all. It's just like a group of friends that like a bunch of beatboxing friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Hit him with the glitch.
Now hold up.
I'm holding.
Hold up. I'm be honest. So I see this, the drippage, the dripping, right? Mm-hmm. The liquid drippage of the. I see the chain. I see the shirt. I see the sunglasses blocking the haters, blocking the, because the shine radiates. The shine radiates. I understand. As a fellow shining person, it radiates, right? So you need the sunglasses. I understand. I see the watch right there too. Okay, you flex. You came in not just prepared to whoop
Gotta
ass.
look good.
You came there looking dapper. So I like this because the attire makes the man, I think. Like if you show up to a competition like this looking good and shit, that's already like a +1 for me personally, because I remember. I remember. Nah, you thought I was gonna crap on it, right? You thought I was gonna joke.
Nah. You're a man of style, and I see you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, let me get the chain out, bro. KBA's got the chain out on stage. Let me get the little necklace.
I don't have mine on me right now. I just have a black shirt. This is
no,
Sunday.
that's cool. That's cool.
This is Sunday vibes.
So Sunday is clean, sleek, minimalistic vibes. So
yeah,
I remember. This is how we got to reacting to you, me and Indicator, because I saw you in the crowd of GBB23, and I said, "Who is that guy with the sunglasses? He looks dope." And he's like, "Oh, that's KBA. Oh, he's in the producer category." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, we could watch him after." I'm like, "Okay." Then we did, and then we watched everything.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. Sick.
So that's the origin story of how this happens. It's crazy.
The origin of producer category.
My man's looking like he's walking out of the Matrix for this show. KBA, it is on you. Crowd, you already know what to do. I say the 3, you say the toe and the N. In 3,
toe, N, beatbox.
Initializing human heartbeat.
configuring speakers,
Maximizing atmosphere.
calibrating glitches, creating bass lines.
Proceeding with the algorithm.
Yo, Japan, are you guys ready to hear the max potential of the producer category? Let me see you clap. Let's clap. Let's clap. Okay.
Algorithm. Algorithm.
Hold on, wait. Oh god, bro. This is the first video I check out today, man. Bro, how the fuck? No, man, how? Like, how does this happen? You're stepping away from the device,
Yeah.
all suave, doing this, and then just shit happens.
Yeah, so this confused a lot of people. It's like, how does he do it? He doesn't even touch any buttons.
Yeah.
And it's basically, I do most of the prep in the beginning,
Yeah.
like of every track, make sure that everything's chilling, and then like the build-ups and risers, like they should, provided I do everything correctly, be at the right times, and like the drums should come in at the right time, and that's just all like prepped in the first 30 seconds. You see me like inputting the drums and like doing this kind of stuff, and then that just like lets me perform and hype up the crowd type deal.
Hold up. I'm gonna take my time with this because this is
Sure.
in my opinion, because I got you here now. You mentioning this gives me a better understanding just for the future and in general. I'm appreciative of that. So
Yep.
I'm gonna run it back from where it starts, and then I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. So until like the first drop. If you want, you can be like, oh, this is where I did that. This is where I did
Yep.
this.
Sure.
I don't know if you want to give away the sauce too much. Maybe you want to preserve some techniques.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay, because
It helps out everyone, I guess, like understand what I'm doing.
yeah, that's the community thing in a sense. So it's kind of. I also have that mentality of like, yeah, just people ask questions, just give out as much information as you can to help
Yeah.
out. But also just like brother, I'm blown away at the quality of this. It's you're mixing, mastering, doing the
Yeah.
input all at the same time, and the quality is ridiculous. Like you said, the festival aspect of it, I'm 100% getting that vibe here. This is I went to Rampage once. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. Bruh. Rampage.
That's my type of music.
Yeah, Rampage was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Pure energy. This reminds me of Rampage.
I appreciate that. That's exactly what I'm going for.
It 100% does. Like the influences you mentioned before, like Camo and Noisia, for example. I could hear this be a newer release of them. That whole drop, the whole build up, the voice, like a voice modulator you're doing with like the build up with the voice changer, etc.
Yeah.
Bro, nah. Okay, I'm running it back. I'm lowering the volume a little bit, and then we can just
Yep.
like discuss over it. If you want to hit
Sure.
play.
Yep. So here I'm inputting my voice, which goes into a sampler.
Yeah.
And then right here, what you don't hear is that sample goes into other samplers. Just kind of creating the whole like sound of everything. So right now,
when you
yeah, I'll
say,
pause it.
what do you mean when you say what did you say? The sampler and it goes into other samplers. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
so on my DAW, I have one sampler, which is
Yeah.
the one I input into.
Yeah.
And then through like I have a sequence on the launch pad that you see there. That I like once I press that, then that one sample will carry into other channels on my DAW. So that then I mean I don't know how many channels there are for this track, like 20, 30, something like this. And then that will be kind of just put into place, right? And then right now I'm sampling my drums, like putting those into place. So that's being done on like separate channels as well. So there's like the instrument channels and there's drum channels going on separately. And then I've just made sure that they're in time, basically.
So you're doing all that prep work. You're basically setting up
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
In the first 30 seconds, 1 minute, you're preparing everything. So this is
Yeah.
everything of the entire round, or
Yes. Everything in the entire round is happening here. So I can tell in the first 30 to 40 seconds if I'm about to do good or if I'm about to, be shit.
Yo.
My language.
Bro, nah, you can swear, it doesn't matter, bro. Like it's cool. It's cool.
I forget
Be
for
cool
the
here.
demonetization, like how many times.
Nah, bro. Because it's just so how that works is the first 30 seconds of YouTube, or that's how it used to work. I'm not sure. If you say the first like 30 seconds, they'll be like, "Oh no, you might get demonetized." But now we're already like 40 minutes into this. It doesn't matter. As long as you're not spamming it, but it doesn't matter. You could say that or it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's all cool. It's all cool. And to be fair, if you've seen my videos, like I got a little bit of a foul mouth,
Right, fair enough. Yeah.
flies.
So all of the prep work happens in the beginning, and that was by intention.
Okay.
So that basically, if something goes wrong at any point, if it's in the beginning, I can navigate my way through it later on.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make a mistake in, let's say, minute 6, then it's like you have little time left to actually fix anything, and then you're just like, okay, well, all right, it's over. So yeah, I wanted to put as much of the stress in the beginning.
Yeah. So this here, I think, is the most badass thing you can do. It's preparing everything in advance to the point where you can just, during the drops and the things happening that you just timed or set out in advance,
Yeah.
you walk around all
Yeah,
badass
just chill with it.
and just like and you're just like all doing, because you know what happens. You're moving the movements and the sounds come. So now that you tell me that, I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I just had no clue. And then, but the crowd doesn't have a clue either most of the times.
No, and that's also kind of what I was going for. Is like I wanted to be the guy where everyone was like, "What's even happening? Like, what's going on?" Like I like it, but what's going on?
Yeah,
that was kind of my vibe.
It gives me so you've seen the Oxygenics one, the Cordyceps one, right?
Yeah.
So that was that video. I would describe it as WTF,
Right.
because I have no idea what the hell he does. But I'm guessing it's similar to what you just explained.
Yeah, he just has a lot more gear, and I didn't like pulling up with a lot of gear. I mean, you see the 3 machines I have there right now, but I like having a laptop because it's more portable. It's also more options.
It does make sense. It's
Yeah.
I like the mentality of less is more.
Yeah.
Like a minimalistic, just approach in everything in life. It doesn't have to be like a bunch of everything. Sometimes too much clutter, too many options can clutter your mind and clutter just the your station basically and all that. So,
And you forget what buttons to press because there's 7 machines, and you're like, oh wait, I had to press this machine, and I pressed this, and you're like, okay, well, good luck.
I think a similar thing we can or I can describe it as is if you have a crew of beatboxers, like 4 guys, sometimes it's harder to make something as good or as impactful as just having 1 or 2.
Yeah, because you kind of have to give roles out to everyone, right?
Yeah.
And if one makes a mistake, then there's a mistake.
Yeah.
If you're one person, you're less likely to do that.
And that's similar to like the device. If you got like 5 or 6, 7 devices, you mess one up, there's just more things to take into consideration, and you could mess up on. So
exactly.
I like that approach.
want
Okay. I like that approach.
Initializing human heartbeat.
So that heartbeat is also, that's with the kicks you did in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you timed it. Okay.
Now I'm just inputting like the last sounds.
Yeah.
Now everything's inputted by now.
So right now you've done everything you need for the next 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of what, timing?
Yeah, timing, performing, making sure that my CPU doesn't overload.
So like my question now is, what do you do to trigger certain things, or is it all timing?
Part of it is like it's like the sequences are also to an extent pre-programmed, right? So like some things will just stop by themselves. And then there's other things, like I do things for the performance later on, but I basically wanted to make I cared more about the performance than I cared about making it look technically impressive, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just, get the crowd hype. So there's part of things in there that's performance based, but for example, the way the voice is about to change, like you heard before,
Yeah.
that's a MIDI signal getting sent into one of my machines that switches presets automatically.
Okay, how does that signal work? Is that a vocal input, or is that you just press something?
Yeah, so that's again back to the timing, right? Is if I've
Yeah.
timed it correctly, then the vocal presets should change when I've told it to change.
All right. So because you gave the input of around that time, that it should switch to whatever I set it to. You set it to.
Yeah.
And then you just start doing it. It changes
Yeah.
automatically because of your input, and it just looks like, and that creates the confusion for me and the crowd and people watching here. What the hell?
Yeah.
How did he do that? Okay.
Yeah, yes. So a lot of it's just like quickly, okay, hope for the best, and then if it works, it works, and because it works, it looks good and it looks confusing. But if I got it wrong, it would have been a disaster.
Yeah, so what I'm like this, I also wanted to give you props for this. The showmanship is fantastic. Just off the first
Yeah.
like two minutes, then it's what you say, what you pay attention to. The showmanship is fantastic, man.
Yeah, cheers, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Rebooting sound system.
Integrating speakers.
Maximizing atmosphere.
Calibrating glitches. Creating bass lines.
Proceeding with the algorithm.
I'm gonna turn it up again because that drop is ridiculous.
Cheers,
Hear
yeah, I'll do it.
the max potential of the producer category. Let me see you clap. Let's clap. Let's clap. Okay.
Algorithm. Algorithm. Algorithm.
Algorithm complete.
And actually, I'll pause it now because
Mm-hmm,
you're actually about to hear me make a few mistakes.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting. One of them is my voice just sounds like terrible, which
Yeah.
is because I overperformed in the first part and I didn't really clock that in my brain that was a mistake. And then there'll be some other things. I'll just let
Wait,
it play. But it's
when you say-
interesting because
When you say overperformed, what do you mean?
yes, jumped around too much and screamed, so I'm like kind of out of breath at this point.
Oh, so it's your actual like the lung, the stamina, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe like the input or something. Maybe something there with overperforming.
There's also parts there. Yeah, I'll kind of go you through it because I think it's quite interesting to see that this setup isn't perfect. I guess you could say like it's not like I can just do anything. Like there's still potential for mistakes, right?
Okay.
I think that's
okay,
interesting.
Okay.
I'm just completely out of breath.
Yeah.
are wrong.
I hear, yeah. I hear what you mean. The vocals, yeah. I could tell. So what's the? You know how I survive? Is that the lyrics? Or
Yeah, you're how I survive.
So if you would sing it now, how would it be? I mean, unless you're like, nah, I don't want to sing right now, man. I don't want to give
Right now, my voice is death. But I
Okay.
think I have like the Spotify version. It's not out
Oh.
yet, but I have it produced.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'm not a terrible singer.
No,
but
no,
this
no,
was
no.
absolutely the easily the worst vocal performance I've done in a while.
But
That happens, right? Like, that's
So-
part of the game.
I get it, but it's also you're on GBB stage,
Yeah.
right. This is probably the biggest beatbox stage ever, right? And this is the first ever producer category ever.
Yeah.
You're in it with these other just giants, right? Killers of producers. And then you gassed out. I get it. I fully get it. You're gassed out because of it. And then just the notes are a bit off. Yeah. But it's also
so right now
you-
my one thought process in this moment is like, how do I now save it? Which was what I was talking about before. Like, I've
Yeah.
done something. What can I do in the last? I still have 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I've got time. It's no stress. Just keep it going, type deal.
Okay. Okay, let's run it.
Do it like this. Do it like this. Do it like this. They wish they could do it like this. This. They wish they could do it like. Let's go!
All right, so there's parts where I see your right hand go to the device, right?
Yeah.
What's
So
happening
that's-
there?
So that's one of the performance elements I was talking about. So this expression pedal is changing the rate of the like the
Yeah.
foghorn bass.
Yeah.
Like there's like a LFO there controlling the volume, and basically when I turn it up, it goes faster, and when I slow it down, when I turn it down, it slows down basically.
Okay, I see. I thought it would be something like that, but I just had no capacity of explaining it the way you just did.
Yep.
So I thought,
Yeah.
let's just ask a
Right.
pro.
Yeah.
So you said you were trying to recover from the vocal part.
Yeah, and that's. I feel like I kind of did it here.
Yeah,
to be honest.
You 100% did. You 100% did. Because you can just tell from the crowd reaction, bro. Everybody just loses their. That's the second drop, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just loses it. You hear, bro. You hear the crowd. Ah! Everybody got their
Yeah.
hands up, bro. I think that's the best reaction. How does it feel to get that response from the crowd?
Yeah,
They go crazy.
it's like I think it's the best feeling in the world. I think that's why I do music, to be honest, and why I love drum and bass so much. Because when I go to events, I'm on the other side. Like that feeling is already amazing. Like hearing like a nuts drop, on big speakers.
Yeah.
But being on the other side, being the reason why people go nuts, is like the best feeling in the world.
So this is one of the reasons I like talking to artists, like yourself, right? Because you have an understanding of seeing something that you appreciate, or seeing something that inspires you. That's what it is. It inspires you to want to do it yourself, because that's only a feeling or a thought process that other artists understand.
Right.
If you're a spectator, which is fine. If you're just a consumer of the content, you just enjoy it. It's perfectly fine, by the way. You don't have that. You know, you don't have that aspect of being inspired by, because there's gonna be some, I don't know, 13-year-old kid somewhere watching this video going, this is insane, I want to be like KBA. And then in like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you're gonna have a guy saying, or a girl, whatever, saying, yo, I saw KBA perform that producer showcase, this is why I started. You know what I mean? Like, this is,
Yeah.
I think you're becoming, by doing this, which is fantastic, I think you are
Yeah.
becoming that thing that you used to be inspired by for other people.
Yeah,
to a sense.
I think that's what's so beautiful about music and art in general, right? Is that
Yeah.
you kind of see, you know, people get inspired by you, but still make their own thing. So that it's like this, like, new, insane creative minds always come up, and they come up as a result of the people that were there before them. I mean, I was talking about my inspirations earlier, and now you can see them being reflected into this.
Yeah, yeah,
And hopefully in the future you would see people be inspired by what I did,
yeah.
or maybe not me, but someone else, just in general at least, to carry forward this, like, these concepts and artistic creations that we've made.
I think you could definitely be, because you're very young too, I think you could definitely be like, when I say pioneer, I think of like Tom Thumb and Beardy Man, and then if we go even earlier, I would think of like Dub FX and Beatbox.
Oh,
But these are like loop pioneers. I think if we're talking about this type of stuff, I'm mainly talking about Beardy Man and Tom Thumb, right?
Yep.
As in like the OGs of this type of next level production stuff. But I really think you and the other guys, basically, hey, and maybe some other guys who didn't make it into GBB, who have the ability to do this, the skill, because this is skill, right? I think y'all could be the next generation, the next wave of just mainstream, taking beatbox to the mainstream, and it's only a matter of time before it pops off. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that once one guy becomes the mainstream, like, they'll be like, oh, okay, let's check out what other of these guys exist, and then they'll just roll, I think.
Exactly, and this has happened previously with solo beatboxers. This has happened with Codfish going viral, Shogo going viral, now Taras going viral. You see it dwindles down to the others as well, because it's a community thing where the mentality in general in beatbox is, if I go up, everybody just goes up with me. You know, you just carry them up with you. And you see that, for example, with Taras and Improver is coming up. Improver was more, I'd say, he generated more views specifically on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
with
right.
his content.
Those, like, Uber.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now that Taras is popping with the solo songs, Improver is going along with him. You see them
exactly.
Do live streams together, a lot of content being created together, tag team stuff. He's doing solo stuff to a similar way, and that's great.
Yeah,
like, that's great to see.
It's really good. I think a lot of people think that you know, within the beatboxing community, because you mainly see the battles, right? People expect that we're like these rivals, you know, going against each other, and I think actually behind the scenes, like, we're just, you know, we're all friends, just trying to back each other. I mean, of course, like, I want to qualify for battles, and by default that means someone else has to not make it. But I will, you know, hopefully at some point, when I've done my battling, I would be able to use the platform I've made and the innovations I've made with, for example, this setup. Hopefully I'd be able to give that to other people, to see, you know, other people get to this level. I'm not saying that there's not people at this level. There are. I just want to see more of them.
I'm curious to see what direction you take it in with not just music, because I know it's there, I hear it. And when the Spotify things or other distribution platforms, when it releases, keep me posted. I'm just gonna add it to playlists, and I'll play it around on live streams, etc. But like, I'm curious to see where the content creation route, what route you're gonna take. Like, if it's gonna be TikTok route, or if it's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of in this mind myself. Like, what should I do? And I think I have some ideas, but I think I just gotta get posting, to be honest. I think just don't use my brain too much, and just see what works and what doesn't would probably be the best.
Like, if you could, you know, Mark Rebier.
Yeah.
Right. So if you could do something like that, and I think you could. He has a charm to him, right? But if you are way more technically savvy, I think, and of course
think
more
so.
capable with type of stuff, right? So I think if you would do that on a venue and just have cameras filming you and arrange that, and then just take ideas from the crowd or take ideas from people, that type
Yeah.
of content, I think you would blow up.
That's a good shout. I'm gonna keep that in my mind. That's a Anthony Ray with the marketing skills there.
Yeah, nah, but I'm just thinking like that. Yo, maybe one day we'll meet up and we'll just
Yeah.
get some ideas ready. We need to do this because we're in Europe. We're not far from each other.
Yeah, where are you based? Because you sound American.
Yeah. People think I'm from Belgium,
Oh shit.
which is
okay.
very close to, like, it's just like 2 hours
Yeah.
on the plane, I think.
Yeah, if even 2 hours. Is super
Yeah,
close.
it's super close. So this is why, with the music industry, with rappers and stuff, I had to travel to America to collaborate with people, right? So I'm like, it's long, man. It's just 20 hours on a plane, bruh, and then jet lag like 8 hours. It's crazy. But then
Yeah.
if I have, for example, Eshblum, right? He's my homie now. I literally drive 1 hour 20 minutes and I see him.
Yeah, that's
You know, I
Yeah.
could leave now, be there at 3.
yeah. That's
Come
dope.
back in the evening. This is what I could do, and we're also
Right.
going to be doing that. This is also the thing we got to do: collaborate with other creators and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and like because there's so many beatbox events, like national events in Europe, like I'll probably be in Belgium at one point anyway, right? Just
Yeah,
for
when
whatever
you
reason.
when you are, hit me up.
Yeah, we'll do.
We'll
Absolutely.
we'll arrange some things. I got you covered on food and stuff like that.
Dope.
I'll take you to, like,
Despite my size, I will let you know I eat a lot of food. I have crazy metabolism.
bro. I devour. When I went to USA, yo, bro,
Yeah.
like I fast. I do intermittent fasting. But when I start eating, it's like 3, 4, 5 meals
Yeah,
in like 5
it's
hours.
over.
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just bomb. Eat, sleep.
Yeah. Go
Yep.
bed. Wake up.
Bro, it's not a problem, bro. If you want to eat some shit, I don't care, bro. I gotta give
Yeah,
you
yeah.
the Belgian fries though, because those are just.
Oh yeah, you know, like the one thing I think about Belgium, I've been a couple times, mostly on vacation with my family.
Yeah.
The waffles, man.
Yo,
Oh my
Hey, man.
fucking god.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Okay. If you ever come over, I'll take you to the city, and they got these
Yeah, yeah.
little. What are they called in English? These little. It's like these box. It's like part of a caravan, part of a car.
Yeah, like
these little
stands, yeah.
trailer things, small, and they just like serve you the waffles in there. Bro.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
can-
the way.
You go to the city, you smell it from like a kilometer away. You're like, this smells so
Yeah,
good.
ooh,
And then
yeah.
you get there, and they put that chocolate and the
Yeah,
and
like the
whipped
sprinkles
cream.
and
Oh
everything. Bah,
God,
it's
bro.
so good. Yeah, we have
It's-
them in Denmark
yeah.
as well. Not with waffles, but Denmark has like a huge hot dog culture.
Oh, bro, I might need to go there, bro. I might need to go
Yeah.
there. Devour some.
We're actually fun fact. This is cool fact of the day for chat. We are by proportion. Denmark is by far away the biggest producer of pork in the world.
Hell yeah. I had no
Yeah.
clue, bro.
Yeah, there's your fun fact.
Hot
Hold on, I'm
dogs are
just gonna-
hot dogs are pork, right?
Correct,
I have
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea. Okay, yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm sure they also serve like a vegetarian if you're a vegetarian.
Hell nah, man. We eat that. Nah, bro. We gonna get.
Hey, listen,
steaks.
I'm inclusive. I was inclusive.
Yeah,
just-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
just in
Inclusive.
case, you know?
Yeah. If y'all eat grass, that's fine by me. But we're out here
Yeah.
getting them damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. Eggs, chicken, we like it.
So if
should-
people are interested in like supporting or hiring my man, how much is it for like an hour?
I mean, it was for customers I've had before. It's
Yeah.
30 for new ones because there's been quite an influx recently. It's now 40.
Okay, yeah. No, that's a decent price. That's good.
Yeah, I try not to screw people over, and that's also why I have the loyalty price, right? Because you got to
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
a hold of the people that have supported you through thick and thin.
100%. I'm gonna compensate you financially for your time here, so I'll just pay for 2 hours.
Oh, thank you. Very
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
are a G. Honestly, I appreciate you.
Nah, bro. Nah, it's just I think people should be paid for their time. I spoke to Remix. Fuck, I just say who it is. Remix. And I don't think he charges enough for like lessons
I
and stuff
actually
like
agree.
that.
I saw his price, and
Yeah. His price went up because it was lower. When
Yeah.
he told me his price, I was like, huh?
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
not.
a continental champion. So what's going on? You know
I
what
mean, he should be charging way more, and he's got the talent and the base to charge so much more.
Yeah,
Remix, if you're watching this, if you're here, or if you see this sometime, you're a G, you can charge more. Don't be afraid to set prices that are reasonable.
So, a funny story. Yesterday, man, this is something happened just like this where you hopped in. Remix was in the chat. You know me, I kind of just play around and I have a big mouth. And I talked crap to Remix. I was like, man, I'll beat your ass and all that. And so what happened was he joined the Discord and we battled.
And?
Well, what do you think, man? Like, come on. Come on, bro. What do you think? Come on, bro.
Easy dubs? Easy dubs?
Come on, bro. What do you think, bro?
Fair enough, fair enough.
Come on, bro. He clapped my cheeks, man. It was ridiculous.
Oh.
He
Never
just,
mind.
He slapped. He just inserted his he put his thing on the table and it was just, I was like, yo.
Okay, right, fair.
Other than that, I'd kick his ass, but bruh, nah. On the battle, this is Remix, bro.
Fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, let's keep watching the video and not get too no.
Let's continue this, man. You're right. We are getting very off track with this.
Alright, I will play it.
Ritual. It's time for the cleansing. Japan, let me see every single hand in the air. Make some noise. Are you guys ready? Okay, Japan, for this next one, I want to hear you make as much noise as possible. You ready? Switch it up. Okay, this one. Shout out to the one Danish person in the audience. This one's for you. Let's do it one more time. Japan, make some noise. All right, I'm out of here.
And yeah.
Bro, they loved it. They loved it. They loved it.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. I don't think I clocked in the moment how much they actually liked it.
Yeah.
Because it's quite hard to decipher. You've been on stage before.
I've done.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to decipher sometimes, like how the crowd response is.
I think you're so in the moment that you're so occupied with thoughts and like, hope I pull this off. I hope this goes well. What if you start thinking about I hope I don't have to take a shit. You know what I mean? You start thinking about everything.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
you can't even see what's going on, I think, for a lot of people. Bro,
Right.
that last, so you did 2 like switches of genre,
Yeah.
basically. That last one was filthy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's like this, the little, like there's certain, the snare was like a little off intentionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just-
Just like kind of place it in funny areas to like,
Yes, but that
kind
was,
of get people like, okay, ooh.
and I think Tom Thumb was really enjoying that last drop.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he told me like, because I'd done like the really like kind of, not, I guess linear is the right way to describe it, like drum and bass, like that feels quite linear, and then take it at the end to just like put in something more groovy. I thought was a cool idea. Yeah.
I think you absolutely executed. Yeah, go ahead.
Now that we've seen it, do you want to
Yeah.
know what place I got?
Yeah. To be fair, I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah, you got the thing. Oh shit, my man.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, but
So-
this performance was absolute gas, man. I'm watching this. I think the only reason that, well, I don't know. I haven't seen the others. To be fair. I have seen Freedom, for example. But it might be the singing, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, there was, I think, something I think about when I think about judging is you essentially don't want to give the judges a reason to rank you down, right?
Yeah.
Is like, you don't want to, like, there can be some subjective things that mean, like, okay, well, why, I prefer his music, but that's a subjective thing. Objectively, I made a vocal mistake.
Yeah.
So even if I got the crowd hyped, probably them, I mean, you've not seen them, but I think mine had one of the biggest crowd reactions.
I
There's
could
still
tell.
reason to put me down,
Yeah.
or to put me on a lower score.
Yeah.
So I think that explains why I got the place I got. But regardless, I mean, it's still super happy with how it went. And I mean, yeah, I couldn't have imagined it going, wouldn't change a thing now, to be honest.
This is the first ever producer category, right? Did you make it in the 2021 GBB loop station?
I didn't make a limbs. No, I was basically I had this wild card right outside, and then someone dropped out, and then with 2 weeks to go, I got the spot, and I was like, well, okay, cool, let's just go up and vibe, see what happens.
So you went from not making it past eliminations in the
Yeah.
GBB before to being vice world champion
Correct. Yeah.
in the producer category, facing
yeah.
these other beasts. So there's
Right.
5 that made it in, right? There's only 5, right? That could.
So there was 6 because have you seen the GBB21 loops or part of it?
I've watched the battles. Yeah.
So Frosty, so basically Biscuit and Frosty were auto qualified because 1 and 2 usually get auto qualified, and Frosty, because of his multiple device usage, was put in the producer category, and Biscuit, because of his one device usage, was put in the loop category. So it made more sense based on Frosty's experience to put him the producer. So we were 6 in total.
So we're also gonna get Frosty's.
Yeah, so
producer
Frosty
round.
was
I didn't even
participating.
know that I didn't even know he was in.
Yeah, so there's some impressive names in that list.
But you ranked second, which is actually crazy when you think about it. That is an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's I think it didn't really hit me at the start because I was just upset in the beginning I didn't get first because
Because it's so
but
close
now
to.
it's right, exactly. And now it's like, well, I realized how kind of cool it is to be able to have that on my CV.
Yeah, bro, and also you gotta realize you're 23.
Yeah, there's time.
With this producer thing, like how old is Beardy, man? You know what I mean? Like he's gotta be going towards 40, right?
He's like what, 25?
He's like 17. Nah,
Yeah.
he is still in it in
he's
the
still
scene. If he wants
it.
to, bro, he might be
He
able to
could-
compete.
He could compete and destroy us all.
Yes,
And
so I don't, bro. You're 23, and so this is. I'm 28. Some people think I'm 39 or 54, whatever. It's fine. It's I just look older than I am.
I always get called. You know, like sometimes I like right now I have kind of a beard, but it's just me forgetting to shave.
Yeah.
When I don't shave, people are like, oh, he's like 30, and then when I shave it all off, they're like, oh yeah, you're what, like 19? Like,
Nah, bro, it's better then it's better to be approached as, oh, sir. Yeah, so I'd say keep the facial hair. I decided to keep the facial hair, and I don't regret anything.
No, I think I'll go for the stubble moves.
Yeah. Or just like if you got like a goatee Van Dyke type of situation. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'd say keep it rocky. We got off track.
This is what we do.
Yeah, I'm 28, and even I chill a lot or I communicate a lot. There's a podcast coming that I have with other reactors. There's like Knox Hill, Cliff Beats, That Singer Reactions, and Black Pegasus, right? So they're the homies. And I'm the youngest in the group, right? So when you think about it, I only communicate / work with people that are in the industry or doing their thing on YouTube as creators that are 30 or 40, right? For 3 years, I've only been doing that.
I mean, listen, there's one thing you gotta know. David Guetta, when he released his first track, was 34.
See, man, like with stuff like this, age is just a number.
Yeah.
Also, but this is the advice that I want to give, because I've had that. I want it now. Oh, come on, man. Million sub. This type of mentality. Patience. That's the biggest thing. That's the one. If I have to give anybody advice, it's just patience. That's what it is. You're 23. You're second place at this. Like, you killed it, bro. You are more. I think you're further than people in their 30s in life with this accomplishment.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
This is top like 5% or top 1% with that accomplishment. That's crazy, right?
Appreciate it a lot.
No, I'm just giving you your flowers because it has to be done. Yeah. But this is like you said, it's on my resume. So this is the social resume. This is social proof. This is like having a check mark on IG or having a certain amount of followers, having the YouTube plaque button, blah blah, or having Dutch champion and this champion and Danish champion and then the vice world champion. Having that on a resume, that's all social proof.
Yeah.
You're 23. You've accomplished so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Give it 10 years, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It goes with anything. I saw. I don't remember where I saw it, but some guy said something like, people overestimate how much you can accomplish in a year and underestimate how much you can accomplish in a decade. And that was like,
bars.
It's so true. It's so
bars.
true. You know?
Yeah,
like,
it's 100% bars.
Anything with consistency. Like, just stay consistent and it'll come.
And it's perspective too. So what you said right there shows me the right mindset, because it is perspective of how do you look at things. Do you look at things of, I need to do it by this year, or New Year's resolution, I need to achieve this year, which in a sense is part of the scarcity mindset, because you operate from a place of need, or it's your perspective because you think, I don't have it yet, I want it, oh, I don't have it, but I don't have it. But if you operate from the abundance mentality, right, saying, it's right there, there's enough for everybody, I can do it, no problem, just a matter of time. That's where you thrive, in my opinion, with perspective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, man. I want to thank you for your time here. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Is there anything else you want to share with the audience or want to promote some stuff?
Actually, I made I just released a track, and it's my wild card for the next GBB, and I'm very proud of it. And if you guys have the time to watch 5 minutes of music, feel free to. It's a very personal track. I'm really big fan of it myself, and if you guys have it.
Soon again is the one, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the link for everybody here in the chat, obviously, so they can check that out. They probably will. They're mad cool, the people here.
Yeah, dope.
And I will also
check it out. And the vocals sound a lot better on that one than they just did.
If you want, we could do this again and do your wild card.
Yeah, sure.
Together.
Yeah.
But not today, because we've done
not today.
We've done an hour and a half.
Occupied.
Yeah. Like, this is crazy. My editor is gonna be like, man, what the hell?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Nah. He loves it. He's in my basement. I'll check on him later. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Guys, chat. I'm really joking. So maybe in the week somewhere we'll arrange some things.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Dope.
we'll
We can watch
talk.
some of the other guys as well. You know, pick up
Yeah, bro,
everyone in the category would be.
I'm down for
sick.
that, to be doing that with you, and I'll also compensate for it. And on this video, I will put your PayPal link in the description. You got to get like a Stream Elements or Stream Labs or something. You got to arrange that. man.
Yeah, I think I
'Cause,
got it. That's a move. You're absolutely correct.
Aight.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Well, yeah.
Thank,
I was
bro.
happy
Nah,
to
bro.
be here.
Thank you for your time, because you have hopped in here, did this. I'm very appreciative, and we will build a network and keep going. All right, man.
Yeah. All right. All right. Catch you around.
Appreciate you, man. Take care, bro.
All right.
Peace. What a cool dude. Ain't that right, guys? Oh shit, he's watching the stream. No, I'm like, nah, that was wholesome, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was nice. I appreciate that shit.